from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
The first known case of COVID-19 among a student in a Henrico County school was reported, and an update on the school system's redistricting plans. We'll have details in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Monday, October 12th, 2020. Today's News Minute is brought to you by Humana.
And now for the news.
Last night we learned of the first confirmed case of COVID-19 in a student in a Henrico County school building. The student has been attending the YMCA full-day childcare program at Henrico High School and tested positive Friday. Officials learned of the result yesterday. The student was last at the school on Friday. The childcare program operates in just one building at the school, according to Principal Karen Castillo-Rose, and that building is away from the school's staff members and other instructional activity. The school will remain open, she said. A total of nearly 700 students have been participating in child care programs at Henrico County Public Schools that are operated by the YMCA, the Henrico Education Foundation, and the Henrico Police Athletic League. The Henrico School Board last week heard proposals that are designed to address the school system's 3 redistricting hotspots while affecting as few families as possible. The board last month opted to halt its county-wide redistricting and focus instead on just a handful of spots in time for the 2021-22 school year. It intends to resume the countywide focus at some point next year. On Thursday, the board heard proposals that would reduce the population of Colonial Trail and River's Edge elementary schools, both of which were projected to be over 100% capacity this year. The proposal would use the majority of the redistricting committee's D4 map, with one change: the students who are in the area north of Colonial Trail would not be moved to Twin Hickory Elementary. The plan would move 22 students from River's Edge to Shady Grove. Another 39 would be moved out of the River's Edge zone, leaving it still over capacity at 105%, but lower than its previously projected 113% capacity level. A projected 103 students would leave Colonial Trail, reducing its capacity to about 90%. Echo Lake would receive 60 students from Longin, and Cackley Elementary School would gain about 155 students to put it at 94% capacity. As part of the proposal, Holiday Elementary School, which is being doubled in size, would receive about 212 pre-kindergarten students from several other area schools to relieve overcrowding in those programs. The schools include Dumbarton, Echo Lake, Johnson, Longin, Crestview, and Lakeside. Moving those students would free up 2 preschool rooms, or 44 seats each, at Dumbarton, Echo Lake, Holiday, Johnson, and Longin, and would free up 1 room at Crestview and Lakeside. Officials view this as a temporary switch and hope to return all preschool students to the schools within their zones. The proposal also would address inequity at Quioccasin Middle School, which has a much higher rate of students who receive free and reduced lunches as compared with other middle schools in the Tuckahoe District. You can read much more about the redistricting proposals right now on henricocitizen.com by clicking News and then Education. 4 Henrico polling places may change locations temporarily for the November 3rd election. The county's Board of Supervisors on Tuesday will consider an emergency resolution that would change all 4 locations, each currently located within a senior living community, to nearby Henrico Public Schools as a result of the pandemic. It would be the second time this year each of the 4 precincts have moved temporarily. Each also moved for the June 23rd primary elections as a result of the pandemic. The county at that time also switched a 5th precinct, the Canterbury precinct at Westminster Canterbury House, but that location is not part of the changes proposed for next month's election. The 4 affected precincts are Oakview, located at the Chestnut Grove Assisted Living Facility in the Fairfield District. It would switch to Brooklyn Middle School. Stratford Hall, located at Manorcare Stratford Hall in the Fairfield District, would switch to Moody Middle School. Cedarfield at the Hermitage at Cedarfield in the Three Chop District would switch to Pocahontas Middle School, while Laburnum, located at Mountain of Blessing Christian Center, would switch to Montrose Elementary. If approved, the county registrar would contact all registered voters in each precinct by mail twice to let them know about the changes, and the county also would publicize them on its website and social media accounts. In addition, signs would be posted at the affected precincts to alert voters to the changes. Well, thanks to an idea from one of its members, a West End church in Henrico has been thinking inside the box lately. Church member Kevin Ruff, who lives in the adjacent Crown Grant neighborhood in the West End, had heard that some organizations were repurposing old newspaper boxes as tiny food pantries. Ruff and his son Kylan, then 13, who was good at woodworking, and a fellow church member, Harry Gill, designed a pantry on their own when they couldn't find any old newspaper boxes. They installed it in May of 2019 by the parking lot of the church, and the church distributed pamphlets in surrounding neighborhoods to inform residents of its presence. The idea of little free pantries nationwide is to provide a discreet area for those who may need food but feel uncomfortable asking for help. It also provides a way for those who want to donate food to leave items in the pantries. Today on HenricoCitizen.com, you can read our managing editor Patty Kraszewski's story about the food pantry. Click on Community. If your dog or cat needs a rabies vaccine, the County of Henrico will be giving them for $10 on Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon at the Government Center on East Parham Road. You'll need to register and pay at the cashier's office in the adjacent administration building before seeing a veterinarian on the first level of the parking deck. Dog licenses also will be available for $10. They're valid for the entire life of the animal while the owner lives in the county. If you have questions, you can call 727-8801. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Humana. Turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Humana can help. Call licensed sales agent Eric Jones at 804-253-0056 to learn more.